Hello everyone and welcome back. Alright, in this video, I'm going to be displaying the Naginata Corps. Now I made this army in the building an army video, and so here I am testing it out. Now what did I say about the Naginata Corps? What did you have to keep in mind when running one? Okay, so the Naginatas are not going to hold as well as katanas. They're not going to be the end-all be-all infantry, so you need more support. So in light of that, I have less infantry than the Katana Corps army. 5 Naginata Samurai, and then 1 Lone Sword Ashigaru just had some money left over. And decided to throw it into the infantry. So I have 3 Yari cavalry, a little more cavalry complement. You'll need that later on in a battle if you have a Naginata Corps. And then 4 bows, 1 of them are samurai. So a big ranged complement. His ranged complement was big too. Let's take a look at his army. He had 3 bows, all Ashigaru, and 2 matchlock Ashigaru. And then for his main infantry line, he's got one Katana Samurai. Nope, 2 Katana Samurai. 2 Nodachi Samurai, and 2 Naginata Samurai. For his cavalry, he has 2 Yari cavalry. So let's see how this battle plays out. Now, since your infantry line won't be quite as hardy as in the Katana Corps, you need to make better use of your support. So that's what I had to keep in mind in this battle. Since I have such a big ranged complement, went straight for this archery dojo, gonna come real handy. I also wanted to cut him off from the sword dojo, because I'd hate for my infantry to get cut down too fast in melee. Also kind of sent cavalry over here to the shrine, decided not to capture it, at least not yet. But they'll just be there to discourage. Cavalry is good just as a discouragement, because he's got some units coming up here. 2 Yaris and a matchlock. So I'm going to be very careful on that wing. It's ended up being 3 different battles. There was a battle here by the archery dojo between missile units. There was a cavalry battle over here, and then later an infantry battle. Ended up being really interesting. So let's see how this plays out. Just going to sit by the archery dojo, put the main concentration of my force there, just to make sure that it doesn't get captured by the enemy, and I have that under my control. Ended up changing the battle, I think. So this Yari cavalry, I originally was sending them over here to hit the katanas, but I had a better idea. Decided to keep them over here just to keep the force strong. And I sent some bows over there to hit the Katana Samurai, and by the time they retreated, they were down to about half strength. So I basically took out a Katana unit for free. Really nice. But he did bring up some ranged units to support. I only took a little damage though. I did much more damage to him than he did to me. So I will speed it up, because nothing terribly interesting happens yet. But here go the bows. They are going to hit the Katana Samurai. Who did I send? Yeah, bow samurai and an Ashigaru. Now he's going to come up here to this shrine, and he's sending up a Naginata Samurai because, well, I have cavalry here, so why not? So I decided, oh man, I got to act fast if I'm going to save this shrine, because my infantry's kind of far away, and I don't want to move the whole force over there yet. I want to kind of see how things play out. So I waited on it, and waited, and then he sends his cavalry up. So I decided now is the perfect time. I just got to rush it. So here I go. 2 units straight at him. Took 20 damage, 20 men dead from that shot, and it being really, really painful for that unit. So bam, we hit the matchlock Ashigaru, and the cavalry falls in. This cavalry comes around and hits them pretty hard from the back. Speed this up a little bit. Their cavalry starts wavering, gets pinned down by this Naginata Samurai, but I managed to escape. So his cavalry is wavering. One of them is routing. The other one's just about to. They are wavering too. They eventually hold. They come back to wavering. I pull back with this cavalry. All my cavalry pulls back at this point. And we decided after that, with the Naginata's gone, we can just hit their cavalry, send them routing. Of course, they're not gone yet. They will in a minute. I was so frustrated. I was just like, kill the freaking cavalry already. Missile units from my general start hitting. And there they go. So his cavalry is completely gone, but mine is basically too. One's down to half strength and one's down to a quarter strength. So my cavalry is basically gone too. That's really bad for me, because I really need that support for my Naginata Corps. So I decided then, well, the support from my army is going to have to come from the bows, because the cavalry is basically gone. So at this point, the way is clear for me to capture the shrine, so the infantry is moving up to take it. Actually, yep, one of the Yari cavalry routed, so I only have 1 unit of 28 Yari cavalry. That's it, but it's better than him who doesn't have any now. So the archery dojo is captured. The sword dojo is also captured. I couldn't prevent it from being captured, but I killed half this Katana Samurai unit, so it was okay trade-off. So I started moving over here to make a concerted effort with both the missiles and the infantry. Then I decided, wait, I have a missile advantage at this point because one of his matchlocks is gone, the other's back here. He's not going to move it forward, and plus the range is shorter than my bows. He's not going to be able to use them effectively, and he's only got 2 bows over here. So I decided, okay, I'm going to skirmish hardcore, really press his missile units. So here they come, back to the archery dojo, because he started moving his up. I think he meant to capture him. Yep, there he goes up to the archery dojo. He's either going to capture him or at least try and make my control go away, so I wasn't getting the bonus. The archery units start skirmishing. I have a big advantage. I have 2 units for every one of his. Easiest he was going to win there, plus 1 samurai unit, so I have a big advantage. My bow's just going to tear him apart. But he kind of sees what I was doing. He brings support up for him. His general comes up. He eventually retreats, though. The Naginata comes up and stays there, along with this katana samurai, to hit my bows. So I was like, well, I got to deal with that. So I sent a Naginata samurai unit over, just to hold him down, so the bows can rip them apart if they end up closing in melee. So this bow Ashigaru unit is wavering. They are down to only 19 men. This one is still steady, but they're down to about half strength. And my bows are still in good shape. The most damaged is at 3/4 strength, so we're still doing good. I meant to do a fire attack, it kind of fizzled, so kind of wasted it there. I should have probably conserved it, but not a huge deal. So missile units is going to stay here and skirmish. I'll triple the speed. He starts realizing he's going to have to attack soon, or my missile units are going to just tear him apart, so he starts advancing. I put my bows in a better position. I kind of thought about bringing him back to the infantry, but I thought, well, I can kind of flank him and just hit him from the back with missiles. Would be a good idea. But I think he caught wind of that because his Naginatas and Katanas start coming up. So I tell everybody to attack these 2 units coming up. I was kind of taking pot shots at his general. So we're retreating here. The Naginatas are just going to cut him off and just hold him down, and the bows are just going to tear him apart. This Naginata unit got obliterated, sad to say, but they saved the missile units, which saved the battle, so it was a worthy sacrifice. They brought much honor. So here they go. Naginatas are going to engage and get torn apart, but the bows are going to be right there. Here comes some cavalry too. This last cavalry unit, I thought, well, what the heck, they're not going to do much good anyway, so I might as well send them over and have a last hurrah over here. So the missile units are pulling back. Whoops. They are pulling back just far enough, and then they're just going to start shooting their bows into the enemy, just tearing them apart. Of course, my guys are dying too, but they knew it was going to happen when they signed up. So, sorry. They start wavering. Being in melee and getting hit by so many missiles, that's not good for morale. So those 2 units end up getting obliterated. So he starts moving up over here. He knows he has to attack now, while the core of my army does not have any ranged support, and his does. He has a matchlock and a bow unit. All my ranged units are tied down over here. Ended up being a pretty bad thing. I should have probably split up my missile units 2 and 2, in retrospect, but can't do that now. So here we go. I'm moving into attack, or they're just going to get torn up by the missiles. So here we go. As what happens pretty commonly when I move the infantry together, they both run, and then the general gets up in front and starts taking missile damage. That's what happened, though didn't end up mattering, but you got to be careful about stuff like that. So here we go. They're going to run it. These 2 units are going to be individually ordered to hit these 2 samurai, a katana and a nodachi. No big deal. We should win there. The Naginatas over here are going to run into their missile units. Now see, he's got them in loose formation. Not a good idea. You don't want to be fighting a melee in loose formation. He probably just had them left over from when they were taking missile damage or something. I don't know. Back to the missile units. Battle's over here. They've shattered. The bow samurai did a good enough job of keeping the enemy infantry at bay. That's what bow samurai are good for. They can hold down the enemy infantry and be competent in melee, and they're not going to rout right away like the bow Ashigaru will. So here we go. He's moving everything into this attack. General's coming up to support the infantry, and so do these bows. And one more katana samurai, the one that was getting picked apart by missile units early on. So his matchlock units are shooting right into my guys. That's really bad. So I decided I had to act quickly and push through that unit of infantry to hit the matchlocks. So that's what I did there. General's coming around, just hit from the side. Not going to keep him there in sustained melee. Don't keep your general in sustained melee until the very end of the battle. So here we go. I'm just going to hit him, just get him stopped shooting. Ended up being redundant because the infantry got there first, but I did some good damage. Got the morale to take a hit, so they pulled back. These guys are getting shredded. What do I have here? 2 Naginata Naginatas and a lone sword. Yeah, so they have a nodachi and a katana. So yeah, they're gonna get beaten there. 3 against 2. Katana Samurai, looks like they're gonna chase my general, but we got some wavering. The missile units are. These missile units coming around to flank. Start pouring in missiles from the back. Fast forward just a little bit. These Boashigaru since are being flanked, and the general just died, so everybody starts wavering. And this battle's basically over at this point. They say it was over even earlier, but, you know, I'm not going to be that presumptuous. So here we go. General's just going to hit the bows. They shatter before he even gets there. And there's the end of the battle. Thanks for watching.